Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. It is our match review and play rating show from that yesterday's absolute dog shit performance against Brentford yesterday. I mean, I'm still really, really furious. I'm still really hurt by that yesterday. Been coming back to level in the game twice, but as soon as we third goal goes in, we just completely just go to bits once again, and it's just unacceptable. This it really, really is, and more pressure adds up on Eddie Howe. It really, really does. I'm afraid. But you know what to do, guys. If you enjoy the show, hit the thumbs up. It's really important that we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. Please do smash the likes if you haven't already done so yet. Really, really appreciate if we could get the likes coming in. And please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. It does make the channel grow. And let's move our help on to our next target of 2,400. Show your support by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already done so yet. And please hit the bell notification to just let you know whenever a live show pre-recorded video takes place as well. That notifies you what comes up on the channel week in, week out. So that bell note to make sure you do not miss anything we bring out at all for you guys. If you want to give a donation to the channel, feel free. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p. Hit the join button to become a member. You'll be put into a prize draw we do as well. We'll just nip the comments. Andrew DB's in the chat. Jason's in the chat. You're late again. Only by a couple of minutes. Andrew DB again in the chat. Evening, Pete. Hope you are keeping well as well. Mason, I mean, we made changes into the game. So Tonali and Gordon were dropped to the substitutes bench. He started Harvey Barnes. And he also started Sean Longstaff. What did you make of the rotation from Eddie Howe at the beginning? Was it the right call?
Considering we had a game on Wednesday night, I feel like we kind of understood.
Yep.
But in again, I thought it might have worked. Luckily, I'd seen it as I was waiting to hear the gate to see whether or not it was going to be get called off. Luckily enough, it did. Whereas when I was waiting, I had seen the team using, obviously, I thought giving some lads a chance who haven't had much game time so far this season. Well, when we played on Wednesday, yeah. At first, I thought it would have been decent, and obviously, when I had on Saturday on yesterday, I was just thinking when they went 1-0 down, I thought, fuck's sake, here we'll go again.
I mean, first off, we played some lovely attacking-wise football. We were setting opportunities for ourselves. We really, really did. So,
Michael Dawson was doing our game on, especially yesterday. He said we were playing decent. Newcastle were playing decent in the first half, and obviously when he said for second half, he said on soccer special yesterday, he said it was all Brentford. He wasn't being biased and all that. No. He said he was saying that it was an even enough game.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, we had some decent opportunities in that first half. I mean, Longstaff hit the crossbar. He was a little bit unlucky with that. I thought Longstaff didn't play too bad, particularly in the first half. Murphy, I thought, had another very good game as well. We'll get on to Isak because we know he scored, but there was something that really, really annoyed me, which I can't believe why he didn't. As well, Harvey Barnes, this was his opportunity. Start the game a bit to give away the goal, but he kind of redeemed himself for that. I must admit. Jason think it was the wrong lineup, dropping Tonali and Gordon. I said, watch us go behind and Eddie Howe will panic. And what happened? He was panicking. So Jason thinks the lineup was wrong. I could understand it a little bit in a way. But
Jason, you've seen it. I think you've seen it with a couple of games this weekend. I think notably yesterday's games in particular, who played on Wednesday night. I think you're probably going to have a few changes because some of them players will probably be carrying fatigue. I think that whoever's us and Brentford will probably do the same next Saturday, because we do play each of our week Wednesday, which probably next Saturday's probably going to have to do the same. But
I mean, we're going to have to be a lot more better.
I think we're going to. I think I'm just going to say. I think we're going to have to put all our strength in one basket next Saturday with the form Leicester have been in.
I think it wouldn't surprise me if we have to play all our starting best players in both games. To be fair, like, it wouldn't surprise me if we have to. I mean, yeah. So Brentford do take the lead. I mean, it was a good goal by Wissa, but there's nothing Nick Pope could have done about it. It took a little deflection. But where's the defence, Mason, not to go and close that down?
I'm just going to say I can't wait for Bottom to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And please do not go for Gee for 4 weeks again, because we can't afford 4 weeks of just picking on Gee.
No.
Because this is a short transfer window and we need a centre-back. If we can't get Gee in January, we just please go for somebody else.
Yeah, that's exactly. If we give them one bid, they say no, we just look for someone else immediately. Pope needs dropping. I want to see Vlachodimos in goal. True, but how can Tonali could play full 90 minutes for Italy 2 games in 4 days? Yeah, for us, he can never do a full 90, let alone start under Eddie Howe. I can see your point there, Jason. I really, really can. So, I mean, they said they had to come off with cramp and a bit of fatigueness. So, my concern is if they did start, what if they pulled up?
I think that's what Eddie Howe was thinking. If he had if they had both started the game, and then by half an hour they'd go off. They would go off injured. Look what happened today with Tottenham. He started Van der Veen and Romero. Look what happened. They got injured.
Yeah, they did.
And that's what happened.
Yeah. Good evening, David. Hope you're well. The transfer window will be as follows: Gay, Trafford, Tavernier, and Calv DCL. They're the only players Eddie Howe wants and won't have any others. I don't want those. If I want,
the only players I would take is Gay and Tavernier.
I would Gay for me. Tavernier, I wouldn't. Kid DCL is just another player glass.
And our people's giving shite with Tavernier, but to be honest, I think he's a decent little player.
Yeah, absolutely. Good evening, Lee. Hope you're well. Even if Pete Mason won a load of crap yesterday, Eddie, where's this plan B gone? We have to start a fully strength squad. We have to. Yeah, absolutely we do, Lee. Right, this player, I'm really getting fed up with having a stinking attitude now, and that is Fabian Schär. His attitude is absolutely completely rotten at the moment. And again, just some lazy passes. His defending was all over the place. The disappointment is we cannot drop this guy, unfortunately, because we've got no cover at the moment. Well, could you play 2 left-sided centre-backs? Do you know what? I don't see why not. Because I think Schär needs to rocket up the arse massively and needs to be taken out because his attitude's completely rotten at the moment.
It's disappointing as well when you've got Lascelles and Kraft injured, because before Lascelles got injured last season against West Ham, and before Kraft got injured, they've been decent. I've had no complaints about them, no whatsoever. And it's when Shaw's been shite, then it doesn't help. Injured.
Do you know what? It doesn't help Dan Burn as well, because it feels like he's having to do the 2 jobs of 2 centre backs at once, when Fabian Schär is absolutely completely missing or is not interested at all.
As I've just said, I think they should go for a centre back in the summer, but not. If you can't get Gee, just please go for somebody else, because
exactly.
I was sick and tired.
Or if Kraft comes back, I wouldn't mind giving him an opportunity, because I think Schär's piss.
I know I love Gee, right? Because when he plays for Swansea, but I got sick and tired of week in, week out of just saying bid rejected.
Yeah,
not coming. It didn't get him, and I wanted him at first, but it got pissed off at the end.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans are really, really cheesed off with Fabian Schär at the moment because we're not seeing it. We're just not seeing it at all. Still amazed at those second half tactics and sub yesterday. Eddie hasn't helped himself. Leicester won't be a pushover with it. Do you know what? They came from 2-0 down and got 2 goals in the space of a few minutes, I believe it was, to risk to get a draw against Brighton, a Brighton of all teams. And look where Brighton are in the league.
The goal for you scored in the 91st minute now.
Yeah, I'm not going to do well at work tomorrow. I think I'll blame it on the weather, says G. I did go over a little bit over the top of this. I thought Eddie Howe was blaming the weather fully for the defeat yesterday. Hold on, I didn't. I look back at the interview. He says the weather played a part in a way a little bit, but it wasn't the reason why we lost the game. It was all down to its mistakes that was being made, and it's just incredible. Anyway, second goal, Mason. It's a good equaliser. It's a good ball in from Murphy, and Isak did well just to put the head that in.
Yeah. Obviously, he done it well the first time, but the second chance, he fucked that up.
That is annoyed me, that, because he goes round the goalkeeper. All he got to do, as soon as he rounds that keeper, is then get his foot through it. He hesitated, and the keeper got a glove on it, and the chance has gone completely begging, and that could have put us 2-1 up into the game. He's got to learn not to do that, because that was a great opportunity to try and look to go in front, and it was. And then Mason, the Brentford second goal. What on earth is Harvey Barnes doing? And why is no one closing Wissa down?
You can't. And we said is a decent player. Yes. I think his pace is a little bit too much for. I think his pace is a little bit too much for Dan Burn.
Sorry, but he at least should be trying to close the man down. He has a lot of that space just to get a shot. Great shot, great goal. But again, you need to be looking to close that. You need to be closing the man down. We are lacking leadership on the pitch. Some of those individual mistakes and sloppy passing is not acceptable. Bruno is not a captain there. Is more to it than first Putman fans after a strong tackle. The thing is, Bruno played very well in the first half, but second half he was just non-existent. The same with Longstaff, good in the first half. But again, just nothing in the second half.
To be honest, yesterday I'm just going to quickly say it was just sort of Trippier for and Brentford's pace, because I know they had started that ego to. I know they started that ego yesterday. When I seen their front three, I was just thinking they should have started Trippier their league.
I mean, I didn't think Liverpool was that bad yesterday. Lewis, do you know what? The substitution would have taken Lewis Hall off. I didn't get that at all.
Well, I was thinking yesterday, I thought, what the fuck's he doing?
Exactly. That really, really baffled me completely. You're taken for a different kind of position. What it should have been is if Gordon was going to come on, it should have been Harvey Barnes taken off. Because I thought Murphy, that balance with Murphy on the right side was working very, very well. Barnes is not a right-sided player. You can clearly see he isn't. And you know what, in a way, what would happen when he was going to be playing on that side? He was just, nah.
You know what it is, right? If we hadn't conceded our fourth goal yesterday, Trippier should have been at right back. That's what cost me with that fourth goal yesterday. Trippier should have been at right back, because if he was, that probably would have been 3-2, or we would have got another equaliser. That's what Eddie Howe cost us yesterday. He should have put Trippier at right back, and that would have stopped Shaw scoring our fourth goal. That's what he should have done yesterday.
Could have well and truly done. But the substitutions were just completely awful. And again, it's just panic mode for Eddie Howe, these substitutions. Whether it affects both teams, can't blame that. Nope, left back for left back, crying out loud, bring on Target. Yeah, if you're going to change our position, you bring on another left back. We definitely need a new forward and another defender. I couldn't agree more, Lee. And a right winger. You can add a right winger to that as well.
In the same,
even though Murphy's done very well the past 2 games, to be fair, but we still need that position ordered because Miggy just comes on and it's just an absolute headless chicken. But when he comes straight on upon one chance, he completely put off target, which just sums up Miggy's time at this football club.
And again, if we go for him, Bill, do not do what we did with Gay in the summer, because for a fact there's going to be a few clubs, i.e. Liverpool will be one of them. You have to Bill. We can't if a club comes in for him before us, just move on quickly and go for the right winner.
Yeah,
go for that kid from PS3. If we don't get him, just move on. Learn what you've done in the summer, because it's fucking those people's heads in, man. And we can't rely on four weeks just for one fucking player. And I'm sorry for going on the rant. I'm sorry for going on a little bit.
We need a couple at least. We need a couple at least.
Either loans or permanents. Any.
Yeah. Good evening, Wacky. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I mean, Mason Hobby Bonds makes up for his mistake, but it was a good goal and another good ball in by Murphy as well. And it was a good way he put that in the far corner.
I was decent. I'm just going to say it here because I know he's been linked with going away in January. I think he's trying to perform out of his skin to save his Newcastle career, because I know
there's talks that they want to sell. Personally, I don't think I would be selling them just yet. I think he deserves at least the season, to be fair.
I'll be selling Murphy and Almond, because I think part of whoever we're bringing is right winger.
Well, Murphy's trying to. I think Murphy's trying to prove himself a point at the moment. Miggy's definitely got to be away, unfortunately. What does that tell you? I've said numerous times this season. I have said this numerous times. Burn and Share are well past the sell-by dates. Aging players, Mick, they are. Good evening, Corinne. Hope you're well. Get players from abroad instead of here, because the team from the Premier clubs take exactly, Lee. Exactly, Lee. You can get players cheaper from abroad. You're paying well over the odds for Premier League players now. I think you have more chance of loans in January than permanent move clubs. Clubs don't want to sell, says Wacky. But we do need some new faces in, at least a couple in through the door. Michael, he says, hi, Peter, I'm Eddie out now. I think he took the piss, what he said in the post-match interview. He looks deflated, Mason. He looks like he's just absolutely devoid of ideas.
To be honest, I think he's gotten to it's pissing people off, because obviously we're only 3 weeks now till January.
Yep.
I think they're gonna give it to the Leicester game. To be honest, I think if the Leicester's
huge. Leicester's huge.
I think
that's a must-win game for us.
I think if we lose against Leicester and we not get knocked out of the Carabao Cup against Brentford again, I think they'll be gone. That's my opinion.
No. Trippier doesn't want to be at the club anymore. You can just tell he really isn't an investor anymore. He has more important things going on in life. Well, could it be that? Next game, it would be the ball was too round and had too much air in it. Oh, God. And no wonder there's now more fans on the Eddie Howe out situation now. You can't blame them. And again, because a lot of people think they're fed up with what they're seeing now. We're not progressing. We're really, really going backwards this season. We really, really are.
And look at West Ham. They're already in talks with fucking Allegri if they could beat them on these. They're in talks with Allegri.
So it looks like West Ham are planning something already if Lopetegui is to go. Try to offload Trippier, Miggy and Shea. Neither of those are up to it anymore. Really just an all on big. Exactly, David. It's criminal. Some of these are still on big wages, who we need to get rid of. Jumps, Trips, Miggy need to be gone in this window. Wacky, I agree.
Matt Target as well.
Target as well. Target's another one. Wilson is another one as well. There's a lot of players who just need to be shown that exit door completely. Good evening, Coffee. Hope you're well.
And he's Coffee's Eddie out now.
Yeah, he is. He was on that. He was saying that. He was saying that on the fan reaction show yesterday. It's no good saying we only play against the top 6. They are 5 of the exactly, Mick. And this really annoys me as well. We're only turning up against the big clubs, but we're an absolute sack of crap when it comes to the teams below us. No disrespect to Brentford. I know they're quite high up there. They've had a really, really good season, but it's Brentford. It's a team you should be looking to compete against. And second off, was just an absolute laughable. 45% want Eddie out in the latest TTR poll, with only 31% Eddie in, remained on the fence. There you are. If he loses the cup, he's gone, says Darren. Can't get talk off. Nobody will touch Tog on 100k a week unless you get to Saudi or he takes a wage cut, wacky. And some of these players have got to start looking at if they want to better themselves when they've got no future, pretty much no future at this club. They need to think about themselves as well. Give some of the youngsters a chance as well. Where's Lewis Miley gone? Team Eddie Howe out, says Coffee. Yeah. Once again, Bournemouth show why I want their manager. He's a tactical genius. Can we do a swap, as they would love everybody back? I'm sure. I know you were saying, I'm not so sure. I mean, he's done very well, but where we are as a club, we should be, if we are to look for a new manager, you should be thinking there should be other managers, some other really good managers we should be looking to against as well. Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well. Why is Eddie not playing Miley? He's outstanding. I don't get it as well. So, I don't know. So, here we are. But anyway, second half, Mason. Third goal for Brentford. And I guess your question, the defending is absolutely non-existent.
Yeah. They've got to do better for them third and fourth goal there, Lee.
It's just schoolboy completely. It's absolute schoolboy. And then after Mason would just absolutely drop after that.
West Ham vibes with that second half, League.
Mason, I think Eddie is to go, then hope someone different comes in and just bring the fight in the club, because I'm getting pissed off now with him panicking while making subs. That's one of his problems. He is panicking. If you get a new manager in and he has a bad run of 5 games, fans will want him out. You would have to give him a bit of time, because particularly with the current squad, he'd want his own players in as well. Would have things be different if Anderson and Minty had a lot left? There could have well been.
Speaking of Anderson and Man United, they're after fucking Paul Mitchell.
They can have that no chance.
They can kiss my big massive horse.
Joe was absolutely dog shit. He could have got a yellow. Could have got a yellow against Liverpool. And he could have. Do you know what? I did think Joe Lint was awful yesterday. He's out of gas really early in the game now. I think he needs to be taken out. If he gets dropped for Leicester, I wouldn't be against that, to be fair. Because the guy is tight and something is up with that shoulder of his. You can clearly see it. The way he's holding that shoulder at times is not looking comfortable at all. I think he needs that yellow card, to be fair. Or I would happily sit him out against Leicester. I wouldn't mind him sitting it out, and I have him and I'll probably think about the cup game instead against Brentford instead. Go back to basics. Clearly aligned to put balls into challenges. Exactly, wacky. And we're just not doing that. 2 wins and 11 thoughts. That in a way is not far from a Steve Bruce record. Because we had a record of 2 wins out of 21 under Steve Bruce. That is not far away at all. That is unacceptable. It is. We won't win anything under Howe. So we'll get subbed off. Trips comes on. Tino goes left back. Wise tugging on the bench just to watch the match and earn 150k a week. It's baffling, Coffee. It really is. Michael says, Peter, nothing against Steve Bruce, but he never complained about the weather. It was just he was not playing. Yes, exactly. I know Steve Bruce never used that as well. Last season, we lost some poor games such as Luton away, but we had genuine excuses. We are 15 games into a new season, playing once a week. We are in a clear decline since those Champions League days. Are we not? I agree, David. I completely agree. Actually, how funny he's getting a job at Blackpool Winter Gardens, says Lee. I was
Peter, I'll keep you
on.
I'll keep you on till Friday night.
Are you sure?
To put Ashworth, I will.
Okay, fair enough. Because you could have done it. Because you could have done it. I was going to suggest why not just before we do the player ratings, we could do it then.
Oh, wait, I'll do it.
I was missed. You are trailing, but bring me some trips on, but no striker when there's 2 on the bench. Yeah, we did fetch Wilson on, but it was a bit later on in the game. I will get ready to the end of the season, says Chris. So Chris is still putting his faith and hope. I'm still on the fence at the moment. But how funny would it have been if Ashworth brought Southgate in before leaving? Exactly. Because apparently that's who we wanted. That's who we wanted, didn't he?
Going to talk smoke when they sacked Ten Hag. No, Ashworth wanted Southgate.
There you go. So still keep the trust in Eddie, but there's a lot more that'll be coming to say, that's it, time's done. It's time to look for someone else. Geez, our fan base don't know half how to have meltdown. Brentford have the most pointed home this season. Who do people want to replace Eddie? The distribution with summer signings is a huge factor, says Phil. So yeah, and Phil's the one still on the Eddie Howe. Is still in the Eddie Howe in. He's not out yet, so. But people can have their own opinions. If they're ready in, that's fine. If they're ready out, that's fine. If they're still on the fence, that's fine. Taught as a schoolboy, when the opposition gets within 10 yards of the penalty box, the nearest player closes him down. Yep. Glad we have a seat warm on our bench to keep the seats warm. Osceola says, I'm just still disappointed he never gets any game time. To be fair to Brentford, they aren't beating at home. They are. Absolutely.
Look at it. They beat a decent Bournemouth side 2-3 weeks ago.
Well, they did.
Can I just make a point to people, because he's in the chat? Going officer doing the Santa bus in Hartley tomorrow. And that's where Chippers lives. And Santa said to me earlier on that Chippers is going to sit on his lap on the bus tomorrow.
Okay, it hasn't been greatly, but plenty of season to go as you in relegation zone when Eddie started and ended up 10th. Yep. But we're really going backwards, and we're at least a few points off the European spots. Balls to a new stadium. We need a good, strong team before a new stadium. Oh, well, that's it. Tell everyone of Chippers' location. So, and the 4th goal, Mason. Well, there was just as soon as McCade, was it McCade? McShade. As soon as he comes on, Shades.
It's Nigerian, man. That name's the second name's Nigerian.
Yeah. So as soon as he came on, game over. I mean, I was worried with his pace. He's got great pace, and just game done and dusted, and we just completely awful. Well, just completely should have just accepted that it was game over. Need to play Alex, Murphy, Osceola, Sanusi, and Miley, even if they're on the bench, and get minutes later on all potential and quality players. Jason says it's Sharda. Okay, is that how you pronounce it? Sharda. We're always going to give the top teams a good game at St James's Park under the lights, but we haven't a consistent winning side. We had this 2 years ago, but where's it gone? Can't just find it. Exactly, David. New stadium triples revenue and value of clubs' assets, which will allow you to spend more on players. Without it, you can't. Yep. Would you give Graham Gorge a chance if he sacked Howe? See, we give Graham Jones, and it wasn't great. It wasn't that great under Graham Jones. To be great, Graham Jones is not a manager; he's a coach.
Listen, Michael, he couldn't hack it at Luton. He couldn't hack it at Luton, and that was in the Championship, by the way. He's a coach at his best, not a manager.
Exactly, he's coach at best, and he's not manager material. He definitely is not manager material at all. So, yeah. But Bruno's interview, Mason, he was very honest with what he had to say.
Looked like he was crying at me.
It just looks like he sounds absolutely deflated.
Yeah, I think that change room's not right at the minute, to be honest. I think something's got to be right in the next couple of weeks, and obviously it depends if it gets sorted, to be honest.
Only way you can spend big is selling 2 or 3 of all your big players. Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, wacky, yep. Bruno is no captain. You ever seen him shouting at any of the players? He doesn't do that, unfortunately, Bruno. Bruno deflated and crying. Was he after trying Miggy's cooking? Yeah, I've seen that, to be fair. Like,
Michael said we should go for Kieran McKenna.
Best should be looking better than that. No.
And he's a decent young man. And he's a decent young manager for what he's done with Ipswich. But I think I think he'll stay at Ipswich, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he will. I would say, yeah. Totally, absolutely. And he's asking, would you like Cardiff City pajamas for Christmas?
Nope.
There you are. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're keeping well.
Good evening.
But bringing Miggy on was just another surprising one, Mason. It's just a player that we need to say goodbye to.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good in January. Because I think the shorty that performance test, I think his time's up at the club now. Borky, no, please do not. Borky, please. I would go in front of a trade if we get him as a manager.
Wish we could get a cheat code player from City like a Cole Palmer who single-handedly dragged us to Europe, says Coffee. Yeah, absolutely we would. Thoughts on Joe Lynch? That performance will result in being dropped. He needs to be taken out. He's not comfortable on that shoulder and he's tiring out very quickly. He needs a break. He really does. Definitely no way.
Yeah. If that was Chip Baz fan, he probably would have said yes, because Chip Baz loves Southgate.
I'm of the belief that Eddie Howe deserves till the end of the season. Squad has gone stale, needs new faces in January. Too many players know the guaranteed starter, says Phil. That's a good point. But you've also got to look at who does Eddie want in the January as well, because I'm hearing talks that he wants Marcus Tavernier. Is that a player we need? No, it isn't. Calvert-Lewin was another one that was linked. Is that a player we need? No. James Trafford, is that a player we need? No. We've got loads of keepers at the moment. Gay, you could say yes. But the right wing situation needs addressing as well. And not those players are right wingers that have been talked there as well.
Do you want to have a look and see if the rating applicant? I'll have a look, see if he can be a right wing.
Coffee, we have Harrison just not giving him a go after all the hype about him. I don't think Harrison is really got a future at the club yet.
Tavernier can play left, centre, and right. So Tavernier can play right mid, right wing.
But again, is it a player we need, Mason?
I'll give him a chance. He was as a kid. Look what he's done since he's left.
Well, that was James Tavernier.
Marcus played for Newcastle as well as a kid as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got released. He got released and went to Middlesbrough.
The form of the team lies with the players, not the manager. Defence was terrible. Defence has been awful, and Fabian Schär, his attitude's rotten. Harrison's got some outrageous selling percentage. Hi, Peter Mason, and Newcastle need to spend some money in the January transfer window, but how much will they have to spend? That's a question I couldn't answer, I'm afraid, at the moment, right now.
Even
if Howe buys him, he'll keep him to one the bench. Who would you pick now if we were? Would you pick now if we were looking for a manager?
Aviola.
For me, it would be Terzic.
And that's Bournemouth, but Aviola's doing miracles at Bournemouth League.
He's doing well, but you got to ask: is he ready for the step up to the bigger club yet?
But he's got decent players at Bournemouth, mind.
Well, he has. Get December out of the way and then sack out, because I can't see us getting any points in the next few games and then make a change before the January transfer window, says Michael. These players we are linked with are not inspiring at all. Why are we not exploring some hidden gems from overseas? We had better scouts than Ashley. Do you know what, David? We need to look at abroad. And we don't. Eddie Howe just prefers the Premier League or the English markets. You need to be looking all the markets, not just one. And that's another one of Eddie's things. He'd not look at the other markets. We wasted 35 million on a keeper from Forest and Osceola, and both don't play. What was the point?
Well, Vlachodimos was for FFP, wasn't it? Because if we hadn't signed Vlachodimos, and I was just swapped. Here's the thing, right? We wanted Alanga, but we should have got him when we
should have looked for him earlier. Hopefully, you're not seeing Bruce back, Andrew. I like Areola. Even Xavi says coffee. Totally agree, Mason. Areola is immense. He will get snapped up by a top 6 team if we don't end up taking him. Would you get Mitrovic back in the January? No, I wouldn't. Because seems how he only seems to only want English players. He does. We should go out.
When he was at Bournemouth, he had a couple of you had Lerma, Gradle, who else? Boric. Who else? Reece Boussier was French. He had only one at the time. He had not English.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's only a small portion of foreign players he'll have, and that's it.
We should just go out and take the points off next season, or appeal it. Because if Man City can break PSR rules and get away with it, why shouldn't other teams be allowed to get away with it?
Look at Nottingham Forest. They broke PSR rules twice, and look where they are now.
Yep. Everyone's saying we need a good transfer window. When was the last time we had a good one? It was probably
just when we just got a few months after when we just got taken over.
That was a good one. The one in the summer in 22 was a good one. January wasn't really a good one because we only got Gordon, but I thought the summer one wasn't too bad either. We got Tonali in, we got Barnes in, we got Livramento, and we got Lewis Hall in.
Too bad you're a dirty minded fucker, you like. Because I've just seen Coffee's deleted message. You were dirty, couldn't you?
Imagine with how terrible we would have been. We only 5 points off fifth. Not many consistent teams this season outside the top 3. Eddie's consistent need to sign English players is not going to bring us success. Which teams followed this pathway and had major success? Even the national team can't win anything. Absolutely. Tavernier, 29 goals and 237 appearances total in his career. Put it this way: if Southgate gets anywhere near 2, and I'll disown them. Michael says they'll bring Rafa back.
Nope.
That one's a sale for me. Don't want Southgate. No, neither do I. I think we'll be looking better than that. We did get Bruno Wood and Trippier in the winter. Yes, we did. And Burn as well. So, yeah.
Because that was the table we were hampered by FFP and PSR at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Another person who didn't hold back on his words was none other than our legend, Alan Shearer. He was just saying brutally honest, and he says some of the attitude from the players is absolutely rotten and stinging right now.
Well, I still don't understand why Mike went that hurt him, because he does speak some sense, like.
Do you know what? He'll say it how it is. He'll not hold back on any words. He will say it as it is. You've spent around 500 million since the oil takeover. Pope, Tito, Burn, Hall, Botman, Bruno, Tonali, Bonds, Gordon, Isak, basically. Exactly. Wacky. Exactly. But this isn't acceptable at all. Eddie's under more pressure now. Some players do not care. as I mentioned, one in particular who plays as a centre back for us needs to be taken out the firing lineup. But the question is, how can you do it with at the moment? That's either he fixes his he has to do is fix up his attitude completely, because it's just he's absolutely ruining it, and he's making and this is affecting other players' performances as well. Some of the lazy passing I've seen from Shea this season, and it's just been, and his defending has just been all over the place. And trips, yeah. Good evening, Jim. I hope you're well. Daniel Marilyn from Dortmund is a transfer target for the USC transfer window. Okay. Eddie should be under pressure. This is a big job, and exactly, Chip, as they do.
For fuck's sake,
certainly do. Well then, should we do the last part of the show?
Yeah, I suppose.
Are you doing this as well, Mason?
No, I'll just keep it because I haven't seen it, didn't I?
So you just want me to do the player ratings? Why not go with 3 centre backs if Ben and Shea struggle with pace, have 2 wing, 5 at the back, Wacky? You're just asking to lose a game now. You should not be going 5 at the back against teams who you should be looking to set up defensively. So, yeah. Do you think if we lose to Leicester, Brentford, how was
Tippers did that? Fuck, man. I didn't get it. Send me go. Jesus Christ.
Yep. He could well and truly be gone, says Peter. If we lose both them games, I think he could well and truly be dead man walk. How long is Willock going to be out for this time? Couldn't tell you. I've not heard anything on it yet. Well, he wasn't even on the bench yesterday.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right, Van Nistelrooy is yet to lose a Premier League match. Next up is us. Yep. And his team came back from a 2-0 down to get a rescue a point against Brighton today. Okay, then, here we are. Player ratings time it is. Start with Nick Pope.
No, what, Chip, you're a dirty fucker, you like. Seriously, Chip, you're a dirty bastard, you like.
We know that. Nick Pope. He was pretty all over the place yesterday, I've got to admit. That one where, oh my word, for Burn to clear off the line. This is the time he should have caught the ball and he didn't. What can I go with? I'll give Nick Pope a 5 out of 10. Looked quite all over the place yesterday, I thought. So we got some 5s. We got 5. Coffee's just changed this to a 4. And we've got a 2 for Pope as well. Right back, Livramento. Some of his defense work was okay, but it's just his attack, his decision making is quite all over the place at times as well. So I'll give Tino a 5 as well, because he's not he's got an opportunity to deliver that ball in, and he's not doing it at times as well. So a 5 so a 5 for Tino as well. As well, so we got some 5s. We got some 5s. Judy's just doing it with Pope, and we got a 5 for Tino as well. Right, I'm not going to hold me words back on this one. Right. Fabian Schär, just absolutely rotten yesterday. Absolutely stinking. Attitude didn't look like he cared at all. His balls were all over the place. His defensive work was absolutely non-existent. And this is really disappointing to see from one of our quite long-serving players who's been here a while, since Rafa Benitez days. And it was just completely stinking and non-existent yesterday. What should we give Fabian Schär? I'll give him... Do you know what? I'll give Fabian Schär 1. It was pathetic from him. Absolutely pathetic. So 1 he's getting. Jason doing his ratings now. So 2 for Pope, Tino a 4, Tino a 3, a 5. So we've got some in for Schär, 3. 1. We got a 2. We got a 3. I think some of these.
Apologies about the tomorrow's outside.
I kind of Jared.
Nah,
some are going 3. I think I know it's your ratings, guys, but I think they are very generous. I'll give them a 1.
Jesus Christ, Chippers, man.
No higher, exactly. No higher. They're definitely no higher than a 1. Absolutely not. Right. Dan Burn, not the greatest yesterday as well, but again, this isn't helped by someone who isn't given a toss right now in Fabian Schär, and that is also affecting Burn's performances as well, which is really, really sad to see. So he's getting the absolute crap from there. So he's getting Fabian Schär's crap rubbed onto him for that. So Burn, I'll give a 3 for Dan Burn. Do you think Schär's struggling with Longstaff up front and Tino and Burn next to him? Nah, it's just his attitude's all wrong, Coffee. You can clearly see it on him. The lazy passing, the defense that works all over the place. It looks like he doesn't care at all, Coffee. Don't forget the thumbs up yet, Wacky Chest. Please, if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, please do as well. Because it's very important we do get those likes, so really thank you very much. If we've got some 3s, 4. Got to play Gordon. So 3.5, but harsh on him. It's because Schär's playing awful at the moment, and when Schär's playing awful, it's affecting Dan's Bin. Bruno really plays well with Longstaff beside him, in my opinion. Bin is playing alongside a horrific centre park partner at the moment who couldn't get into Swansea's side. Okay. Right, Bruno. First half, very, very good. Second half, he just disappeared. Unfortunately, just disappeared in that second half. Some good stuff he really, really did in that first half, Bruno. But where was he in the second half? Where was he in that second half? I'll give Bruno a 5 because he disappeared in the second half for me. Burn 5 stopped the goal on that. Do you know what he did? We've got a 5. We've got some 5 no's. Down in good evening, Clarky. We've got a 6s. We've got 5. There's a captain 1 as well. Bruno Ford's lacking leadership on the pitch. I've gone with a 5. Okay, then. Longstaff, again, started the first half very, very well. Hit the crossbar, very unlucky. But again, where was he in the second half? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen at all. So I'm going to give Longstaff a 5 as well. Bruno is not assertive enough as a captain, in my opinion. We think it's too big for him. A lot of us think it is really too big for him. Longstaff 5 did okay. Yep. Oh, Judy's giving him a 1. We've got a 2. With another 5. Bruce Doe must have been looking for a taxi.
Beach father's more like.
Right. Joe Linton, he needs taken out for me. He's out of gas. He's completely out of gas. There's something up with that shoulder of his. He's not comfortable on it at the moment.
No, but somebody mentioned it yesterday, which I probably agree with in a way. I think he's not right since the burglary a couple of weeks ago. Which whoever I forgot it was, who I totally forgot who it was, I fully agree with, because I think his head's all over that burglary 2 or 3 weeks ago.
But in terms of Joe Linton, I'll give him a 4 yesterday.
Jabasha doesn't know who it is. Honestly.
So, yeah, Joe Linton a 4. There's some 4s. There's a 2, there's a 3, there's a 2, there's a 3. And we've got another 3 as well. Right, attacking 3. Right, Jacob Murphy. I don't think Murphy put a foot wrong yesterday. Again, I thought he played very well. And I think he was harshly taken off. You could see that balance he was providing on the right-hand side. And again, as soon as he brought off, that balance just seemed to go away. I'll give Jacob Murphy a Paul. Murphy, I think Murphy, I'm going to give an 8. I thought he did very well again yesterday. 2 assists as well. 2 assists. He should have been. It was very harsh to take him off, in my opinion. It really, really was. So an 8 for Murphy. I thought he did very well yesterday. Very, very well. You think you're right, Mason? I think his family want him to leave the area now and put him under pressure. We've got some 8s. We've got 8s. We've got a 6. We've got a 6.5. We've got a 10. It's his man of the match and a 6.5 from Julie. Would Covey. Murphy looked a real threat. I'd be pissed if I was getting bought off. It's just cup season from now onward to the league in terms of Europe is gone, unfortunately, says Clarkey. Yeah, enough. Right. Harvey Barnes, I mean, that was criminal giving away that ball for the goal. But you know what? He kind of made up after it. But again, what did he do after that? I didn't see him do an awful lot. Particularly the second half. Particularly the second half. He should have been taken off for me because I didn't see him do an awful lot after he scored.
Suppose you realise if you see that you probably get this challenge shot done. Honestly, fuck's sake.
We got a 3, we got 5, we got 5, we got 5, we got a 4, and we've got a 1 from Julie as well. Right, last one. Isaac. Do you know what? He played very well yesterday. Apart from that one opportunity, why didn't he go for goal? Why did he not go for goal? Oh, my God. What was he doing? What on the hell was he doing? Cannot be doing that. Just take... That's an opportunity to go and get another goal. And you've absolutely clotted about with the ball. Chance has gone begging. I'll give Isak a 6. I'm downgrading him that for that opportunity he didn't take when he should have. That could have put us ahead in the game. And he completely hesitated and let the goalkeeper get a glove under it just to parry it out. 6. Some 6.5. We've got a 7.5. We've got a 2. We've got a 7, a 6.5. We've got a 7. We've got a 5. Isak goal first half. Didn't hear his name second half. Yep, fair enough. Right then, so we do go next into the... So we go into the substitutions next. Start for Tonali. Had a great opportunity for the chance, but headed it over the bar, unfortunately. It wasn't too bad when he come on, I thought, Tonali. What could we give Mr. Sandro? I'll probably say a 5 for Tonali. Didn't do a great deal, I thought.
You can't believe it. You missed that sitter at the end.
How out Saka before we drag further down the table, says Steve. If a 39-year-old falls 40 scores at St James the next season, then it's a real shambles. Tonali afforded nothing. We're shipping in too many goals now. What's happened to our defence? It's all over the place. We've got one player in particularly who doesn't care. I think there's nothing wrong with Dan Burns' attitude. It's affecting his performance when Cher's absolutely all over the place. So yeah, as I mentioned, we've got some 5s. We've got a 3, a 4. They're away with they're away with a Fairies coffee right now. 39-year-old got Maya Pace and Ben and Cher Longstaff combined. Leicester, our next opponents, are only 6 points off us, as cheap as they are. Tonight should have started. Must have wondering why he came. Vardy will have a field day against us. 39-year-old Vardy versus 69-year-old Ruddy. Good one. Okay, next one. It was Gordon. Didn't do a lot as well when he came on, I thought. But to me, he's got to start next game. You have to have him in the start lineup for next game. It's no doubt about that, Charlie. So, yep. So I'll give Gordon a 5 as well, because he didn't do a great deal as well when he came on, I thought. So there's a Van Nistelrooy at a crazy record. It's James's part, not excited for the next match. There's some 4s, there's a 5, there's a 3, there's a 6, there's a 6, and Wilson's gone for a 1. Eddie has done as well for us, but now he can't take us any further, says Steve. And that's fair. That's a fair. And again, I do respect your opinion on that as well. What do you think our current star players, potential transfers, targets will think about our project? Exactly, Coffee. They're probably thinking, well, do we want to really go there after what's happening with them at the moment? Okay. Next substitution, Callum Wilson. Was he even there? I don't think I seen Wilson at all yesterday. Didn't see him do anything, to be honest. So, did he actually do anything yesterday, Callum Wilson? I don't remember him having his name at all being mentioned. 2 for Callum Wilson. I'm not sure what our project is anymore, says David. Gord looked a bit off it, probably food poisoning from eating too much of Van Dijk's shirt. 2-5-0. I've heard that PIF on Happy now looking how to get rid of Eddie Howe, says Steve. Interesting. 3. Listen, not found. Is Amanda still linked with buying Spurs? I've not heard anything on that.
I think Spurs fans will probably want Amanda as soon as possible with the way they've been going on with frigging Daniel Levy.
If I was a young player, I wouldn't want to sign to get worked into ground and training and not play for 3 seasons. Mason, you okay? You're quiet, says Chippers. He's still young. Miguel Almiron. It's a player that we need to say goodbye to completely now. Just like a sodden headless chicken when he came on, did nothing apart from mob opportunity that was miles off target, and that was it. That's a player we need to say good riddance to. I'm afraid now. Thanks for the time, Miggy, but it's time to go. 1 for Miggy. Just absolutely awful. We had just stepping stone for players to join bigger clubs, Minte, Woods, Anderson, etc. Wilson did nothing yesterday and needs sold in January. I'd be happy to. I said I would take an offer for Wilson. Didn't Levy try his best to stop Amanda? Yes, they did. 1-0-1-1. He got mentioned on TDR watch along. He stood up and sat down again. Wilson will be injured come January. Hey, good evening, Tony. Hope you're well.
Hello, Tony.
Big Miggy Headless Chicken gets a big 0. And the last substitution was, of course, Kieran Trippier was on too late, so just a standard 5 for Trippier. Didn't have enough time to make an impact. Go on, Mickey 69. The Headless Chicken did fuck all, so -10. Trips 5, con grade and not enough time. Yep. 0, Trippier at 2, 0 as well from Jay's come with that as well. Still bad at free kicks. Wasn't the greatest free kick, was it? Yeah. That's all the players now. Right. Next lot. Simon Hooper, the referee. I don't think you put a foot wrong yesterday, to be fair. I don't think you did anything particular wrong yesterday. Controlled the game very, very well, I thought. Probably give the referee a 6. I don't think he did out wrong yesterday. So, Wilson a 4, only 6, Pooper -10, Trips a 3, referee not too bad, so -250. Jibber's been clawed or other faults, pretend he's got high tonight. Ref a 5 or 6. Fans, 10 out of 10. Traveling all the way in that horrendous weather conditions to get down there as well.
You not seen it? It was a doubt yesterday.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I was a doubt yesterday because Brentford. It was reported that we was going to be on, but that just said.
One person I want to mention is Lee from Newcastle Fans TV. I know you had a trouble of issue getting back. I hope you managed to get back safely.
If you're watching, fair fucking play for what you do to this club, even for the lasses as well.
Yes,
fair play for what you do for the men's and the women's team. Because you know what it is. I enjoy your content. I enjoy your content. Content, like. Yeah, I like the little. You know what it is. I like the little travel content. What he does and all.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I enjoy
it's really, really good. Yeah, it's really good. So I hope you got back up safely.
Got cancelled, didn't it?
Got cancelled this morning. Yeah, so but I hope you got back up okay. That's the main thing, Lee.
But I was at the last game because I've got NFTV on Instagram and with the women's game this afternoon.
Oh well, yeah.
Did you not
fans get it? I didn't go. No.
Oh,
fans are 10 out, but fans 10 out of 10. Your fans 100, 10 plus. No drama. We decisions. Our fans fantastic. 10 all the time. Good on you. Newcastle Fans TV. Yep, great channel. Nice funny. Well done. You keep up the good work. Tangy says, can we look at the fixtures for the rest of the season where Eddie is in charge or new manager takes the reins? It's a good fixture list. Yep, absolutely. Totally. So there you are. Well, we'll wait and see what happens with Eddie Howe, Tangy. He either goes, he stays. That's all I can say at the moment. Which now brings me on to Eddie Howe. Just panicked with the substitutions, unfortunately, and just lost the balance of the team. Eddie won. I'm going to give Eddie Howe a 1 because the substitutions just completely killed us. We just lost that balance completely. Taking a right winger off for a left winger didn't make sense, and taking Lewis Hall off for Trippier made no sense at all. So a 1 for Eddie Howe. -10, 0, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Jason Tyndall 0 as well.
I'll quickly go back to Andrew's last comment. He does do the miles in, to be honest, like especially kind of going all the way to Australia and Japan and all.
Oh well, there you are. So that's all the players we've rated. Mason, you've got we were going to do this before the ratings, but Mason, you've got a bit of a rant to go on about.
I think Chip has probably have the same one on Friday if he's not at work. It's with a certain Mr. Dan Ashworth today. One hypocrite little bastard. For what you've done to us in the summer. Putting yourself on gardening leave. Wanting to go to Man United because of your pals were they? But it looks like you and your pals have had a big massive fallout. And the way you've slagged us off as well, to go to Man United, doing stuff behind my back and all that with all the emails. You, man, are an absolute tit. And I'm glad when I seen that this morning when I woke up, you were getting rid of by Ratcliffe. I was literally laughing my piss out. I should have just said laughing my head off. But I kind of stand you, and for what you've done in the summer, you deserve it. I kind of stand you, and I hope you don't get in the club.
Yeah.
So there's me rant. And that Chip will probably have one on Friday as well.
Yeah, stop copying me. Yeah, yes, Cashworth. Claim copyright. Ashworth's linked with Port Vale. How 0 in-game management is shite and subs were baffling. Time to F off Eddie Howe. I'm suing as we speak. Worrying it sends that Shadrach will try to approach Mitchell. Hopefully they won't. Well, Mason, good on you. Got to wonder what Howe's thinking with tactical decisions, etc. It's like he's got no ideas at all apart from 4-3-3 high press. Ashford probably looked at the accounts and seen wages and fees the players were signed for and said, stuff this. Says Tangy. Well, could well be. Well, and that is it for tonight's show. thank you to everyone. Of course, Mason being co-host. Those of you who popped them in the chat and the mods on the channel, really, really appreciate what you do as well. We might look to try and do something during the week if we can.
The Giz game on Tuesday. Because it got called off yesterday, didn't it?
Well, we'll see. We'll try and look to do something hopefully during the week if we can. So, yeah, we will try and look to do something. Because otherwise they'll not be able to do the next show schedule live show so far will be Thursday for Leicester City at home. So we're going to try and look to do something hopefully during the week as well, which, by the way, I am thinking of something I could hopefully do as well. So, why is SGR after our staff? Yeah, face disrupted by poaching Ashford. Now we're going around. They want to poach Mitchell. Ashford in the night garden. Yep. Well done, Mason. Good on you, says Lee as well. Ashford probably looked. Just read that one. Great show, guys. Cheers, Clocky. It's the takeover coffee. They're scared we're going to do a city and be a threat to them. Ashford spent a lot long on gone. Leave that for sure. Yep. Great show, Peter Mason. Cheers, Wacky. Great show, guys. Take care, all you as well, Ian. Maybe a transfer window. We'll wait and find out. Great show tonight, and everyone. Take care. Big love to you all. Cheers, Wacky, you as well. Hopefully our power back soon being off all day, plus internet problems since Friday.
I've had internet problems
and keeping a tune and subscribe and help to get to 100. Yeah, help Jason out. He deserves it. So check his channel out, keeping a tune. He's doing a lot of shows lately as well. So do drop him a subscribe if you haven't already done so.
I think Jason would agree what we need to have Nobody Bobbies and Hungry Eyes back.
Oh, Jesus, God. Got new and providing the connected up wrong, says Clarky. Oh, I'll get that onto them immediately. Great show. Cheers, Julie. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely. Cheers, Tony. Night, all you as well, chippers. Bye, everyone, and take care. Well done, guys, and take care, you as well. Well then, guys, if you have enjoyed tonight's show, please, of course, do hit the thumbs up. Really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. Hit the likes if you haven't already done so. And please, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, please hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. It does help make the channel grow as well. Again, thank you again to help us that have helped get us to 2,300 onto our next target of 2,400. So please keep showing your support to the channel if you haven't already done so yet by hitting that subscribe button. It is completely free to do so.
I just want to update people once the bell goes. We're on 2,301 subscribers already.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we did. Yes, I have seen that as well. So again, thank you to everyone as well. And of course, hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded as well. That notifies you what comes out on the channel week in, week out. So smash that notification bell to make sure you do not miss anything at all we bring for you. If you want to give a donation to the channel and if you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Hit the join button to become a member and you'll be put into a prize draw as well. Right, guy, just read through these comments. Bye, Peter Mason. All you as well, Coffee. You were just saying goodbye to each other. Yeah, I remember that. Great show, lads. Take care. Cheers, Jason. Cashworth, Wanks, new word, Wacky. If you haven't seen my new video, then check it out. Yeah, Tony's got a new channel as well. Let's get PD to 2.5k subs before the end. Yes, it's Coffee. Cheers. Singing Unchanged Melody to Pete. Oh, no, Jason, definitely not. Anyway, guys, we'll see you all later. Take care, everyone. Away the lads. See you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.